to believe that you can't say that somehow, that that's like too naughty and forbidden. And the effect of making that off limits has been to create a lot of resentment, and I'll say it, hate online, where people feel like they can't just say, like, what the hell is this? You have the former Israeli prime minister living in your house. You have had all this contact with the foreign government. Were you working on behalf of Mossad? Were you running a blackmail operation on behalf of foreign government? By the way, every single person in Washington, D.C. thinks that. I've never met anyone who doesn't think that. I don't know any of them that hate Israel, but no one feels they can say that. Why? And I think the longer that we play along with it, the more subterranean and creepy and hateful the conversation actually becomes. So I think it's better just to say it right out loud. Did this happen? And of course, that question has been asked to the government of Israel, and their answer is...
So here's Netanyahu talking for 2 minutes about how he didn't kill Charlie Kirk.
Joseph Goebbels, the Nazi propaganda minister, said that the bigger the lie, the faster it will spread. Well, somebody has fabricated a monstrous big lie that Israel had something to do with Charlie Kirk's horrific murder. This is insane. It is false. It is outrageous. Charlie Kirk was a giant, a once-in-a-century talent who defended freedom, defended America, defended our common Judeo-Christian civilization. Charlie loved Israel. He loved the Jewish people. He told me so in a letter that he sent me just a few months ago. One of my greatest joys as a Christian, he said, is advocating for Israel and forming alliances with Jews to protect Judeo-Christian civilization. He encouraged me to make the case directly to the American people about how vital Israel is to U.S. national security. He told me, the Holy Land is so important to my life, it pains me to see support for Israel slip away. Now, if Charlie disagreed with a policy of mine or a decision here and there, not only did I not mind, I welcomed it. This is the essence of Charlie. This is the essence of a free country. It's exactly what Charlie stood for. And I knew that his suggestions always came from the heart, from his love for Israel and from his love for the Jewish people. A few weeks before his death, I spoke to Charlie. I invited him to visit Israel again. And sadly, that won't happen. Now some are peddling these disgusting rumors, perhaps out of obsession, perhaps with Qatari funding. What I do know is this: Charlie Kirk was a great man, and a great man deserves honor, not lies. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. May your memory be a blessing.
Okay, so that pretty much confirms it for me that that Israel and Netanyahu had something to do with it.
Did you hear where he slipped in the truth about how Charlie would? Because you know Charlie, he probably did love Israel, and he didn't understand.
That's right.
Been taught that Israel's good, and it's not going to genocide people in front of your face and brag on TikTok about it. So much like me, who didn't look into it for 20 years straight, and only knows because this show after Norman Finkelstein explained it. Much like me, when he saw the thing, he said, that seems really bad. You know? Hey, Netanyahu, you should maybe explain this better. Because I like Israel. I don't want it to have a bad time. I don't understand, right? And then that's when Charlie became more valuable dead than alive. That's what I think. Look at the star of Epstein on the flag behind it.
Yep. It's a here's this is from an old show called MASH.
Remember the old adage, methinks he doth protest too much.
There you go. That's what that sounds like to me. Benjamin Netanyahu doth protest too much. Why would you go on a 2-minute rant about how you didn't kill somebody?
The only thing close to that I've ever seen, Jimmy, is the guy in Utah, that DA who came out to get ahead of his story and say, I am not a cannibal Satanist killer. And they were like, why are you doing this? No one is investigating you? Ken Leavitt or something? His name's Leavitt. From Utah, from the great state of Utah. And it was the most insane thing, and it made all the news. And it that albino chick that don't like you was trying to help cover it up. The one that emailed you about her story about people that don't like Ukraine, Brandy Sorosodonsky or whatever fucking the Pratt librarian /
I like how did you notice how he slipped in Judeo-Christian civilization?
There's no
That's not a
such
thing. That's not a thing.
There's Abrahamic values, and who shares those values are Jews and Muslims, who are Semitic people. They're all Semites. Did you know that? No, I didn't think you did. We have Christian values if you're Christian. I don't know why. I'm not even in the religion and people don't understand their own stupid lore. But no, Christian values are so radically different that I don't know if you remember the story. They said, kill him and let the murderer go. And by the way, I want to point this out for people that blame the Jews for killing Christ. The whole point of Christ is for him to die for you. So don't get hung up that someone killed him.
Yeah.
The whole thing, if you believe, you don't have to believe the story if you don't want, but the story is a sting operation to trick them into making him a human sacrifice to free you. That's the story. Now, you can say it's fake, but how is a Christian going to believe in a thing called Judeo-Christian values? That is nonsense.
And that's why that Judas was instrumental in the saving of the world, right? Because if he didn't turn in Jesus, they wouldn't have killed him, and that was the key. That was the whole key to the whole plan,
if you
right?
set a sting, you're going to catch some scumbags. You saw it to catch a predator.
Yeah. Okay, we got to bring our guest on. Kim Bright
who is it?
with us from Brightcore, so we're going to have her on. Let's take a break. We'll be right back.